Well, the one thing about Fish Northwest, I mean, there's a lot of different organizations in our area, you know, and a lot of them say, we want to do this for you, we want to do that for you. The one thing about Fish Northwest, they brought a lot of these groups together and got them thinking all the same way.
For decades, the sport fishing industry has not been represented at these different organizations, whether it be the Department of Fish and Wildlife, the legislature, or the governor's office, where decisions are made to influence commercial and sport fishing. So the purpose is really to represent the sport fishing industry. Individuals have come forward over years, but not really the industry as an organization to influence these decision makers on how important our sport fishing industry really is.
About 5 years ago, we created Fish Northwest for, I think, specifically 3 purposes. The first was to educate legislators, state legislators specifically, about the economic, cultural, and social value of recreational fishing to the state of Washington. The second desire that we had was to expand recreational fishing opportunities statewide whenever we had met conservation goals. So to expand recreational fishing as much as we possibly could. And the third reason was simply to grow our influence inside the legislative process so that through future years we could influence the state's natural resource policies.
Fish Northwest, during its relatively short history, has had a significant impact on fisheries management in Washington state. Among its accomplishments has been, for example, changing the allocation of crab in Puget Sound, for example, to give recreational people a bigger chunk of the resource. It's had a profound effect on influencing scientific management of salmon recovery in the Puget Sound region. Recently it's played a key role in increasing the funds available for fisheries management, hatchery repair, establishing public access areas to Puget Sound, and it has a remarkable list of accomplishments in a very short time. Now what we want to do is keep that going.
We feel that Fish Northwest is a very strong organization providing money to our lobbyist, Carl Burke, who therefore goes out and gets expanded fisheries for us, selected fisheries for us, and what that does for me, it allows me to hire more people and sell more gear to the sport fishermen.
I can tell you years ago, before they were going, all these organizations were trying to do these different things, and they were all fighting, they were pulling apart, you know, and there was no one voice for the industry. They brought that together, and by doing that, we find that you can get things done a lot quicker, a lot better, and you have a lot more happy fishermen and happy business owners when you can get everybody going on the same page.
The allocation of salmon is a very important issue. One of the things that Fish Northwest has promoted, and consistent with the science of salmon recovery, has been selective fishing, concentrating our recreational fisheries on the surplus hatchery fish that are produced to be caught while protecting the wild fish at the same time. Now, fish allocation, the role that Fish Northwest has undertaken, is to promote seeing that our fisheries resources are used to the greatest economic benefit of the state of Washington, and that's our purpose, making sure that the fish aren't wasted, that they're used to provide the greatest benefits to the citizens of the state.